To them. Otherwise, we're just going to sit here and stare at you.
And go.
How is everybody tonight? We are in the park, as you can see. Miss Chloe Face she is waiting for her opportunity to get a hot dog because she likes to go for rides.
And she loves hot dogs.
She doesn't want to go to the vet. Sometimes she likes chicken. She's like right there.
So let's see, what did we miss?
Sil, take your swig of mustard. What's happening?
Still sick.
Sil.
That dang COVID.
Man, that got us bad when we had it.
Yeah, it did.
I feel like the second time I had it, it took forever to get over. Like, hi, Leisha. I wonder if Kelly's going to make it on. Kelly came over and hang out with us today, so we didn't get anything done. Still your second time. So the first time I had it, I felt like it was like a month, and I felt pretty good, but I also was living in town. The last time we got it, I truly feel like it took forever to get over and feel normal. And I mean, I keep blaming menopause, but the exhaustion level.
Yeah.
I told Kimmy earlier today, I said, that's it. From here on out, if we are continuing to YouTube, we are going to get a month ahead in videos so we can take the whole month of August off because it's hot. We're physically exhausted. We do look tanned. Look how tan we look. Apparently, we've been hanging out at the lake.
Being in the sun all the time.
Doing nothing.
Working for the money.
Yeah, so.
Salty or too much sugar? Your taste buds are off.
Any lightning in our area? No. We're down here we're in Ethel. We're where we get water at. So.
Elizabeth!
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, honey. I'm so glad you're here.
Oh, Auntie Fun.
Everyone, that's my niece. Tell Elizabeth hello.
Hi, Kelly. I just blamed our lack of getting anything done on you today. Oh, Heather, you and Grandma you haven't had COVID. Oh, goodness. That's good. I read that you had it, and I was like, no. All at the Ethel watering hole. Yes.
Hello, Mr. Bates.
And you have to say it, Ethel. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Debbie.
Vicky, yes, I'm on now. I was the first one to comment. I want to say.
You did?
I was the very first one, and I was like, I'm first today. Of course, that was like more than 3 hours ago.
Yes, Sil. It's a real thing. That, and we turn into 12-year-olds whenever we drive by here.
Miss you too, honey.
You were only there for 30 minutes. Really?
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Mom's made it in.
What's good with the build? So we're working on the back window, and today was really pretty, and Kelly showed up and distracted us, and we stopped working.
The good thing is it was pretty cool inside.
It was really cool.
Yeah. Hi, Gloria.
Hi, Gloria.
It's
Hi, Mary.
It's not been as stinking hot today.
Yeah. This whole week is actually supposed to be nice, so we're really hoping that we continue to stay I'm not going to say motivated, but and 2:00 shows up and I start yawning and it's bedtime. It's nap time.
Today it was 1:59. We were driving to get water and she yawns and I said, "Yep, 2:00 on schedule."
On the dot. How's the greenhouse structure? So it's it's basically exactly where it was when so we finished the ending to Monday's video Monday morning. So it is exactly how you guys saw it.
It is.
And I have to tell you, it's so funny. So I didn't show it in the video. I edited it. Just when I was editing, I cut it all out. But what happened was we had the center post lined up perfectly. And then I measured and I'm like, how are we like 11 inches off? So we moved all the posts over a foot towards the south. And then I'm sitting there looking at it, and the whole thing starts leaning. It looks like it's going to fall. It was like, what? And then I'm looking at it, and I remeasure, and I'm like, how did I read this tape measure so wrong? Like, so wrong. We were off like a half inch, not a foot. So then we had to move all the posts back, which I think in the video you see like one of the posts being shifted, one or two of the posts being shifted back into that spot. And then the dirt underneath was all messed up. So they were kind of leaning, they were doing all these things. It was just like, I need to walk away from this. Like, the title was not a lie. I finally was like, done, turn the camera off. I need to walk away. I am finished. Let's go do something else. I'm not going to look at it for a couple of days. So then Monday we went back out. When I was editing the video Sunday night, I was like, yeah, we walked away and never went back. So nobody has any idea what's happening. So that's when we went back Monday morning and filmed the ending.
Hi, Anna.
Of it. Hi, Anna.
There's another question. Heather wants to know, what have we named the shipping container treehouse?
What did we name it?
What have we named it?
Well, the Moose Lodge is our official name for it. Because I'm going to be decorating it in moose stuff. Because I love moose. But we've kind of unofficially been calling it Iron Maiden. I think it's...
Who was it
I
that
cannot
suggested
remember.
that?
I feel like it was Chris.
That's what I was thinking, Chris.
I feel like it was Chris who said to call it Iron Maiden.
I think you're right.
I measured more than once. In my head, my numbers were off. Like, in my head, I was thinking I measured it probably 3 or 4 times before we actually moved the posts. So
things happen.
I don't even know.
Things happen.
I don't even know what happens. Coming up with something and you'll get it to us. Okay. Well, everything in the shipping container, our color, I'm just going to tell you, our colors are
teal.
It's not teal. What's the stone? The blue stone. Native American jewelry is made with it. Wow. Okay.
Aquamarine?
No. It'll come to me. This happens.
Okay.
I'll wake up and tell you guys at like
Jade?
3 in the morning. No, not jade. Wow.
Turquoise?
My turquoise. Thank you. Who did it? Who said it? Sil. Yay! So, turquoise and shades of gray and black and white.
I thought turquoise and teal were the same.
They're not. Turquoise is more blue. Teal is more green.
And I think I like turquoise better because I like more.
Yeah, I definitely like turquoise better.
But when people ask, what's your favorite color? I'm always like teal because that's just what I thought.
No, teal is more of a green blue.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Turtle.
Alicia, why did you retract your comments?
Yeah, what was it?
Message us, because that's funny.
Sorry, my hair tie was like pulling my hair. So now I have bedhead.
If you're talking about the stone, I actually have a green turquoise ring. A green turquoise ring. So my daughter-in-law's dad, they're Navajo, and he makes jewelry. You know what I need to do? I need to put a link on our YouTube channel for his stuff because it's phenomenal. It's beautiful stuff. And
Comment about Friday.
Okay. Oh, you were typing turquoise. That's a hard one to spell, isn't it?
Kelly says she's planning to come help with anything you need on Friday.
On Friday? Okay. I have no idea what's happening on Friday. So we do have some boys from church that have volunteered to, well, okay, let's just be honest about it. I asked them, I put them on the spot, and they're gonna come either on Saturday and Wednesday to stack firewood for us. So we have to get the firewood over there. You've seen turquoise in pretty green hues. See, I always see turquoise as more of a blue, and the probably more like this blue, and the teal seems more of a like a sea green blue. I guess I could totally be wrong on that.
Turquoise
And teal, see? That's exactly what I was thinking.
Turquoise and teal. So I guess I like turquoise better.
Oh, okay. See, I like teal. I'm sorry, turquoise.
Yeah.
I like teal. Teal is very pretty,
Same.
but I like that very bold color. So I do have a question for you guys now that you know the color scheme. I am contemplating on using our, the windows that we've cut out and the metal that's left over, of using that as the walls in the bathroom. And I'm undecided if I want to paint those or just leave them red and, do a clear coat over them so the water doesn't bother them and stuff. So what's your opinion? What do you think? Should we paint it? Okay, so I'm leaning towards painting it because it's red, which doesn't go with, unless we redid the whole color scheme and made it checkered red and black.
It's only going to be seen in the bathroom, right?
Yes. Yeah. Wouldn't that be cool though? Okay, so I've got some paint them. What color paint? Gloria, Kelly, Anna. Red wouldn't match. Exactly, Anna. That's what I was thinking. Possibly make a bed headboard out of one of them, if that size works. Can change the color and distress them. Yeah. So that's my thought process on that. We've got a really cool idea of how to do the bathroom sink. I'm not gonna say how to do that, but we will be doing a collaboration video with Miss Darla. So if you guys have not gone over to R&D Benton Old Homestead, you need to, because they're doing some really cool stuff. Dwayne wants to know what the red tape on the back window says. That would be, are you talking about this big giant thing? Right there. That? That's my grandson's sword. Antique white over red and distress it. That would be pretty, Carol.
It would be.
That would be really pretty. So that the red shows through a tiny bit, or should we paint it the turquoise?
Hi, Sean.
And then Sean, and then the white over it and distress it so that you actually see the turquoise or black. Black.
Sean, we did have a question for you.
We did have a question for Sean.
Yes.
What was it?
It was about yep. But we can
ask him right here.
Sure.
Ask him. Totally put him on the
Sean,
spot.
we have a question for you.
Kimmy's gonna ask it.
No, I'm not. I don't remember what it is. Something about the solar stuff.
Okay, so we're actually thinking, since Miss Kira is out of town for a minimum of this year, of turning her bedroom, which is right by the shipping container, into our solar shed. So our battery system would go in there, all of that stuff would go in there. So my question is it more important to have your battery system next to your solar panels, or so as far as that length of wire? We do have the wind turbine and the solar panels. So would it be smarter to have the battery system closer to the solar panels, so the wire going from the panels to the battery system is shorter, or if it's better to have from the solar panels to your building, have the shorter wire?
That was the question.
Yeah.
Anyone that knows the answer, throw it out.
Throw it out. Ready, go.
We're ready.
I've heard batteries should be closer to the panels. That is exactly what I've heard still. But if you look at Wild Wonderful Off Grid, their solar panels are 300 feet from their battery system. Um, it's better to condition space. I
In
have
layman's terms,
no idea what you're saying.
What does that mean?
He used a huge cable. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Well, so Kira's cabin is actually insulated in R38.
Yes.
Super insulated in there.
And it's already built.
It's already built. We have to finish out a few things. The moisture out, yeah, that's not a big deal. So that's a completely finished building that we could check off of our list. He is also a certified electrician. I have a certified electrician that's helping us with all of the electrical stuff.
Yeah.
I just know that Sean knows about this stuff.
Yeah.
Did you get my text with the washer links? Yes.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. Well, so that was another thing is we can put a washing machine out and we'd have space for a washing machine out there. We would not really need a dryer. It's really close to the shipping container. We had already talked about a bigger space for Kira. If she decides to move back, you guys, she's having a really good time with her dad. And so there's a big possibility she's not coming back. So being able to use that space, it's a 10 by 10 building that the battery system can go in, all of the converter, all of that stuff can go in there. We can even have our panel out there because your panel can be outside your building, which we really didn't have space for.
We may be able to put a chest freezer in there.
We could probably put a freezer in there. You will lose energy no matter which way you go. That's true, Vicky. Now, the one thing that we have going for us that some other people do not have, well, that anybody that I see doing solar has, we have a wind turbine. And in the wintertime, we pretty much have a constant breeze, especially all night long. So that thing would be turning, and it would be building those batteries. So I think, to me, it seems more worth it to accept that power loss because the building's already built. If the building wasn't built, I think we maybe make a different, hi Cora, we would make a different, maybe we would make a different decision, but the building's already built, it's already there. All we would have to do is, repack up Kira's stuff and move it to a safe space so that her things didn't get, destroyed. Like we wouldn't put them out in the shed or anything, but reboxing all of that stuff up and either stacking it in a different manner so that it just takes up a corner, and then we could have space for the other stuff.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Personally, because we're on the crunch to get this barn built.
And we're getting ready to do a whole series of milling and building the barn in 30 days. So really, we're on a push for that. So we're getting ready. Went out to the sawmill today and the battery's dead. So we will add more panels to take up the loss and help you work it, and it's gone.
And help you work towards the 48-volt system.
Oh, that's awesome.
Still wants to know where he can build his cabin.
Well, so we have 73 acres.
Winter.
Hi, Winter. It's Miss Kira.
Hi, Kira.
Shh, don't anybody tell her. We haven't talked with her yet. I believe at work we just need a longer run and lose power from what I've seen people do. So that's what I was thinking with the loss of power, but because we have the windmill going, I just feel like we would actually, it would make up that loss of power, because usually as soon as the sun goes down, you're not charging your batteries anymore, where we would actually be able to charge batteries 24/7 because the windmill continues to work and continues to charge. So, does it work as far as,
hi Janet.
Hi Janet. As far as, I feel like it would equal out, I guess is what I'm saying. So
I think it's a great plan.
I think it's going to work. Kira, FYI, we're stealing your cabin. Just to let you know what we're talking about, girl. But with this crunch of the barn build, and like I said, we just went out to get the sawmill up and going today and do all of the maintenance work on it, and the battery's dead. So we've got to find the battery and
Vicky says she watches a channel from the UK that has a windmill that seems to provide more than any other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, because you get 24/7 energy coming in. So that's the difference. That's why when we were talking about, when I was explaining, because Kim actually bought the sawmill, the wind turbine, before she got here. We were talking about it and we were discussing it, and it was like we needed air conditioner, and you're like, what can we do to do air conditioner? And I was like, probably have a windmill. And she's like, I'm buying one. So she bought the windmill and had it shipped, and we would really like to get that system up for this winter. And we're trying to, as much as I want to finish, we were talking about this today as far as getting the greenhouse completely finished. It has to move to our low man on the totem pole. As far as, the wiring going up is no big deal. That's not going to take any time at all. In fact, we have some friends coming over on Saturday that are going to help. They're Colleen and Virgil. Their greenhouses whose greenhouse we're copying, and so he's going to come and help us.
It's the inspiration.
Yeah, the inspiration. So we have some help on Saturday with that. We're hoping to be milling on Saturday. We have some friends coming to help us with. I have about 6 cords of firewood for this winter. It just needs to be stacked. So
Bob, we'll get to your question in a minute. Sean said we're going to also set up your windmill to help charge and generator backup, plus set up a monitoring app for you to monitor.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah, that is super cool.
Who's we?
Him and us.
Choo-choo is the train.
Protection for your batteries are more important for longevity because they're super expensive, right?
They are. That's
batteries.
Your batteries is literally your most expensive thing that you have in your whole system is your batteries. And the batteries that I have right now are some older batteries. In fact, they have not been taken care of. They were out in the cold last winter. We will see how well they hold a charge. Luckily enough, we're very used to limited electricity.
Yeah.
And water. So right now, it's not like this big giant shocker as far as so when we were putting up when the driveway was going in, the guy that was doing the driveway had a full $30,000 solar system that he ended up selling as soon as the electricity went out into his space. And I talked to him, and he said, look, I had 5 girls in my house, his 4 daughters and his wife, and it never failed that as soon as the sun went down, the girls were like, I need to do a load of laundry. I need to do this. And I want to watch TV, and I wanted this, and I wanted that. So they were just burning through the electricity and the batteries. And so they were running out of power on a regular basis. He's like, but your situation is so totally different because it's just you and maybe one other person, and you can easily monitor your amount of electricity. But like, we know on windy days, we've got a ton of electricity coming in because of the wind turbine, so we can sit and watch movies all night long. If it's not, then we read a book. It's not a big deal for us.
We have a couple questions.
Okay, send them.
I gotta find the one. Robert Bates asked about strawberries. Are you going to be transplanting them into the ground before winter?
Well, yes.
I'm
glad you said before winter.
Before first frost.
Before first frost, because I was thinking, we don't have to do that, but we do have to do that to protect the roots. So yes, we will be getting those in. definitely.
Second question, Tammy Lee, could you put the end of the cattle panels in the side dirt of the above ground garden?
You mean inside the
box?
the beds? We can't put them inside the beds. So we have logs, and we did hugelkultur, so we have logs and stuff in there. We are going to cut those off. Honestly, what happens is we're working with a top post that is not an equal circumference or diameter. What word am I looking at? Diameter. So it's wide on one end, it's a little bit narrow on the other. So as the panel was coming over, it was crossing over, and that was stressing me out. So I was trying to center it so that they could butt ends like this. Now I'm not too worried about them crossing over. So we're going to very easily just kind of line them up, and wherever they go, they go. Yep. And we're just going to be fine with that.
Oh, Tammy Lee just froze. Anybody else have problems? We're not moving. Robert Bates wants to know, are we getting dinner before going up the mountain tonight?
I don't know.
Are you buying dinner for us, Bob?
Right? What is there, a baby Lou's over here by us? Not frozen. Okay.
Let's plan this endeavor to find batteries. Yes, that would be fantastic.
If you're in Idaho, how long
I'm new.
I'm not the new one today. Hi, Susan.
I'm clicking us on this is the recording phone. That's why we have all the tape on here, so we don't get glare. Thanks, Kira. We love you too.
Kira.
Bye, girl. Bobby's doing good. We're getting a shirt made with his face on it as the tiny panther. Look at that little old squirrel. Like, that squirrel looks like an old man.
My stomach is growling.
Kimmy needs a snack.
I was looking in here, but it's so loud. Sorry, guys. I'll be fast. Chloe wants to help.
There is a yeah, Sweet Lou's. There is a pizza place right over here, but every time we eat pizza now that's not homemade pizza, we just feel sick. So we did have nachos the other day because we were craving nachos, and the corn tortillas made us both just feel awful. Battleborn Betters go. Zill, give them a call. Tell them they need to sponsor us.
Yeah. Want some nuts?
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Or some beef jerky?
Chloe would like some beef jerky. Is it chicken? Is it steak?
Isn't she cute? She's so cute.
You have to look up here, Chloe. Look, everybody wants to see you. I was just like,
smell that.
Look at her little eyeballs glaze over. That's so mean. Here, like peanuts, girl. I'll give you peanuts. Here you go.
She's happy.
She's like, thanks. More, please. I ate those already.
Sorry, guys, my stomach was growling so loud.
Are you pretty, girl?
Sean, we can't wait either.
To what?
To get up here and start helping.
I know.
So, guys, Sean is part of the Abundant
Living Homestead.
Mm-hmm. So,
yeah. So if you haven't, they're going to be moving up here. And okay, Sean, just walk away for a second so that I can love on y'all without being embarrassed about it. Him and his wife Winter are amazing. We met them in church, and actually, you met them at Darla and Randy's, and that was a day that I needed just to be by myself. I'm pretty sure.
Hi, Nancy.
And we love them. Mm-hmm. Like, they are wonderful.
So the funny thing is, I came home. Kira and I met them together, and I came home and I said, "You are gonna love these guys. Yeah, you'll love them."
Yep. So yeah. It's enough of that.
Yeah.
Huh.
They may be listening.
Yeah, they're having terrible service at their house, which is why they haven't been getting a lot of videos up, because they're on HughesNet and their Starlink system didn't go, "Hi, girl, what's you doing?"
They were saying it's like 3 days for them to upload a video.
Yeah, so that's yeah, Anna, you totally need to visit again. Isn't she, Robert? That's Miss Chloe. Chloe is actually my service dog and for my PTSD, and she is amazing. She does all the things that she needs to. She's actually been taught to do the weight the weighted training where they lay on you if you're having a spiral out moment. I wanted to get on the live chat. And so she does that. She wakes me up from nightmares. She
helps other people with their anxiety.
She does.
Too.
If anybody around me is having anxiety, she's like, I got you.
I had a bad day, and she was all over me, and I was like, what is she doing? Like, she doesn't even like me.
Yeah, actually, Chloe ignores everybody. She could literally care less about anybody and what they're doing unless you have a snack.
And all of a sudden, she was all over me, and I was like what
jumping on her lap, in her face. And, you know, you were having a meltdown, and I was like...
She's like, remember half an hour ago when you were having, you know, your...
Because we were in the truck, we weren't home.
No.
And then we got home, and it was this kind of letting down of just letting the anxiety go, and Chloe was just, like, on her. And normally, if I'm in the room, Chloe ignores everybody else. Mm-hmm. But so I was not having an emotional day, and Kimmy was. And she was just, like, all over. And I'm like, well, it's because you had a moment.
How do you make mayo?
Mary, have you over?
That was a pretty big sigh.
Had to get a breath in. Where's Connie? We haven't seen Connie in a while either.
But Justin hugs all the loves.
Justin is the snuggles.
He is a snuggler.
He is a big snuggler.
Aw, thank you, Winter.
She is amazing with the anxiety and the nightmares. She's actually gotten to where, well, she's 6, and I would have to say that I haven't really had to sleep through a nightmare since I've gotten her. She, at 12 weeks of age, was jumping on the bed or getting up to where she would bark. She's not super vocal, but she would bark at the bed because she couldn't jump up when she was little. Basically it's your blood pressure. When you have high anxiety during your sleep, your blood pressure still goes up the same as it does during the day when you're awake, and they cue in on that, and so they will wake you up when that happens. And yeah.
Yes, Bob, I know rooster tastes like chicken. I know that now. Before I came to the farm, I never really thought about it.
What are some other things that you've learned this year being on the farm?
Let's see. I've learned a lot. I think the one that was most shocking to me was the bunnies. We were lied to all these years as a little girl or as a little kid. Bunnies do not have fluffy tails. Their tails are actually flat and they curl them up.
Round, fluffy tails like cotton balls.
Yeah, and they're not. They're flat and they curl them up. And I'm like, mind blown.
They're actually like this long. They're like 2.5, 3 inches long, and it's literally just a straight bone like a regular short dog tail.
Yep. There's a lot of things that I've learned, but
you did need her today, Anna. I think Carol said that I could have used her today. I hope Carol, and I know Anna's having a better day. We called her because we picked it up.
Yeah.
Because we were on Facebook together.
How are the ducks liking the pool?
So they haven't been in the pool yet. It's not level on the bottom, so we've actually kind of let it drain out so that we can move it and flatten it out a little bit more. I think because we will be putting it away for the winter, obviously, because it can't just stay out for the whole winter. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and fill it. Some of our fruit trees are making it. Some of them are not. I think they're all, except for maybe one, going to have to be returned next year. But then we'll be able to plant them earlier, and we'll be good to go. But that system, I think, is going to work really, really well. We've just got to get that leveled out so that they can access it.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to just take the time to, I was like, well, we We could build a platform for them to get over it. We can lower that side and, you know, kind of adjust the legs on that side, but I would really like it to hold 1,000 gallons of water. You know, it's kind of one of those things that I like having that amount extra water for fire safety. I do have a pump.
Charlene.
And hi, Charlene. I do have a pump, and I do have a whole hose system that you can, for fire safety kind of things, set up. So I want to have that water, not just for watering the trees, but actually for that too. So if we were to level it out right now without leveling the ground and just kind of cut that side, we would be able to hold about 600 gallons. Oh, I feel like that extra 400 gallons is pretty important. So we're not going to make a bridge or anything like that, or shut all that down. We're going to get the ground more level. So we just have to dig that one side deeper, and then it can lay flat, and then we can get the full 1,000 gallons in there.
A couple more questions.
Okay.
Are the baby bunnies staying cool?
They are.
Yeah.
That pen that we have really does that. The side that they're on only has full sun for a very short amount of time, and maybe like an hour, and then it's completely shaded. So it's all the bunnies go to that side.
Another question: what size is the shipping container?
It is 8 feet wide by 40 feet long and 8 feet tall. It's not a high cube. I think the high cubes are 9.5 feet tall. They're really tall. They are so precious, Cora. Those little babies. We did lose one. And I feel like we might lose another one. The 2 runts. There were 2 that were very tiny. So the super cute little silver one, she died.
She was my favorite.
And then there's another black one that's really tiny like her that doesn't seem to be putting on weight. So containers don't come wider, or do they? They do not. They have to fit on the 18-wheelers. So they don't come wider. If you want to do them wider, you have to put 2 together.
Charlene said, wondering what your plans are for the Curious former tiny house. She wasn't here for the beginning of that.
Okay. So I think we've pretty much decided that we are turning that into our utility shed and our solar shed. So all of our solar stuff is going to go in there, at least for this year and for this building. Later, when we build the bigger house, which is going to be a few years down the road, unless we win the lottery.
And that's quite possible if we bought lottery tickets.
Yes, because we don't.
No, we do not.
If somebody gave us lottery tickets and we won, then it would be sooner. But we're in that instance, we'll have a different solar shed for that house, for the house. There'll probably be a whole separate system for Kimmy's place whenever that goes up. You know, and the place that we set up the panels, I feel like we're still going to leave them there because that is full sun. But once this barn goes up, we're doing rain collection, so I don't want to put anything on the roof. But that being said, that south side of the roof would be a really great place to put it.
Maybe we need to start a side business. Not to interrupt you, but everybody's talking about bunny cuddles.
Oh,
we could start charging people for bunny cuddles. Anna said, "Can I cuddle the bunnies before you eat them?"
Bunny yoga.
Susan, sky raisin.
Sky raisin.
Get it, Chloe.
Oh, yeah, get it. See, there it is.
Good job, girl. Good job.
Did you get it?
So Susan says she needs bunny cuddles. Anna wants to know: are we saving pelts?
Yes, we are saving pelts, and so we are doing something. We just put together another new short. I know those of you that are on our Facebook page. If you are not, you need to go, because we make really funny shorts that we put on there.
This upcoming one, I'm super excited about.
So, Cause We Can, is it Cause We Can Farms, or is it just Cause We Can Farms, the Facebook page? And that's where we're doing all of our shorts. So, we just filmed a new one surrounding the bunny rabbits, and
the last one with the firemen and the police.
Yes, we did one about firemen and police. Super heavy, but a rabbit pelt comforter is so soft. That's what I want to do. So we will be One thing that we did, so everybody kind of knows that all of our bunnies kind of went wild. When they got out, they went wild out of our colony system. We did not get the bigger yard put up for them.
We should have called it Girls Gone Wild because it's
Girls-
mostly girls.
Yes, we basically have all girl bunnies. I think we've had 3 boy bunnies so far out of the group.
Yeah.
1 gray one that went to Jennifer's and 2 black ones right now.
Yeah.
Hi, Chloe. Do you want a snack? I got some peanut butter. Did you want some?
But yeah, that's what she wants to make for her.
Yes, is a
And I just want some toe warmers.
She
That's
wants
all
some
I want.
little
Something for my boots.
little socks. Hold on, where's the corner of this? This
Bunny
could go
yoga.
badly. So, hold on, Chloe. I gotta find the end, girl.
She's-
Oh. Peanut
Make sure
butter.
the furs all go in the same direction. He didn't, and it all looked. It didn't, and it was hilarious.
Oh, the okay.
I don't think the pups really need rabbit pelt jackets.
So the way I saw one made, was okay. That's enough snack, girl. That should hold you over. I have a hot dog right here for her because we're gonna do some more training as soon as we get done with the live, and she knows it. Yeah, pretty. Are you pretty, girl? Anyway, so how I saw one made was where they cut it into strips and then they sewed the strips together so that you could actually, especially if you had, just some different colors or whatever, but it was done in strips. And then there was one where they weaved it somehow that I saw, but basically they were cut in strips and then they were all sewn together that way. Colleen, we're talking about, anybody late, we're talking about rabbit pelt blankets. Ooh, yeah, if we made fur boots, we'd have lucky feet. Do you have lucky feet?
I don't need a whole boot, just something to cover the toes.
Chloe, the corgis, and this is something I don't know if a lot of people know, love the cold. Like, love, should live in Alaska, love the cold. This girl, she would want to be outside, and I'd go out there, and she'd be laying all splooted out with her belly on the snow. And it's like freezing cold outside and snowy. Hi, pretty.
She's like a land seal.
She is a land seal.
She goes on her belly and like slides across the ground.
Yeah, she'll slide down hills. We would go for hikes and stuff. You can't get on my lap. She's like, I totally can get on your lap. There we go. You stick your head out the window. There you go. She's like, watching cars go by.
Maine Coons are so pretty.
Maine Coons are so pretty. So let's see. Anna, yes, the strips are pretty. My brother literally sewed all the pelts together. Don't do that. Yeah, so I was looking to see the different ways that you do it, and that's the one that I saw that they did it in strips. She does not listen. Well, she does kind of listen, but she's very spoiled. Treats. And
when there's treats, she does.
Or when she absolutely has to. Okay, so my son, well, because you guys know I'm a dog trainer, but my son is like, that is the most spoiledest dog I've ever seen you own. Because I am very, like, she sees the lady over there changing the sign. She's like, maybe she has treats.
Like, what's happening?
No, you missed out. You weren't looking.
That's funny. Syl is now called Sly. Susan accidentally put down Sly instead of Syl.
So that's your
and now
nickname.
He's Sly, and then there's Tigger for Bob.
So funny.
So awesome.
So funny.
Slippery Sly and Tigger Sniper. Oh boy.
That would be your motorcycle gang names. your MC MC names.
That's funny. I like that greenhouse.
Oh yeah, that's cute. Cool.
Sorry, you guys can't see it. You're out of luck.
That would be a good seed starter space, but roller derby names. There you go.
Elbows out. Elbows out.
Yep. So we are on a we have like a month to get our barn up, and we are going to have our big barn rally build, but we are going to just kind of start building it. We're going to mill and build and try to get some things up, so that hopefully at the end of the month, when everybody comes together, we have our pig roast for the end of the year, that we're just really putting on metal. That's what I'm really hoping we're doing.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, so I am going to label those in it. So do you guys like episodes? So we had this big talk at one of our YouTube meetups where they were like, you don't, as far as a vlog, we don't number our videos. So if someone comes on, they don't really know where they're coming in at the thing, other than the fact that I feel like it's very simple and most people know, because if I know, then most people should know that you can go look at people's videos and start from the beginning and just watch from the beginning. But because we do vlog style, we don't really like number them. And then we have the playlists that, like the garden playlist and the container, the tiny house playlist, the dog training playlist, the different playlists. So anyway, somebody was saying that we should do episodes, and I am going to do episodes with the barn build.
Yeah.
Colleen, you guys come on when I'm preparing dinner.
Well, you know, you can just push play on your phone and put it on the counter and cook and watch us.
You need a tripod.
I'm just kidding.
You can just put it on a tripod. You've started the videos twice now.
Robert says roller derby names: Kimmy the Crusher and Heather the Hated.
Oh!
And Vicky the Victim. And Vicky says no, it's Vicious Vicky.
Vicious Vicky.
And nobody could hate Heather, Alicia says.
Aw, thanks, Alicia. She got me. To be fair, there are people that hate me.
To catch you up.
Okay. So we did do on Friday's video, you guys are going to be super excited because we actually did the floor layout of the shipping container and taped it off and marked it, and we're gonna go through and show you a little bit more. I feel like we did that though, right? We already filmed that part of it because now we've moved stuff on it.
Don't remember.
We're gonna have to go back and look.
Kimmy the Crusher.
And so we've got that layout all done, and then our friend Art from church came over.
The handsome electrician.
Yes, and he is laying out everything where we need everything for the electrical. So you guys don't panic. I'm not electrician for dummiesing this. We do have an actual electrician who is Mary Mayonnaise.
Ramming grandma.
So what's this, Anna? Check with Darcy.
Can I have a new Waking Up Country shirt? This is Give Me the Crusher.
Yeah.
No. No, you may not. Anna the antagonist.
There is nothing that says you cannot add something to your shirt once you get it.
Please don't add Give Me the Crusher. We want people to come to the channel and not be scared of the channel.
So funny. Oh, that's too much.
That's funny.
Oh, goodness. That is funny.
All right. Any other questions? You guys have gotten pretty quiet. You know, it's one of those things that's really hard for us to always have things to talk about because we don't want to tell you about what's coming on up in an upcoming, like,
there's some things that I try really hard to keep quiet. I suck at it, but
yeah, so we don't want to ruin the intrigue of what's going to happen on the farm. And so, you know, then it gets quiet and we're like, okay, well, we gotta
because surprisingly enough, and
the
this kind of blows my mind, is people really watch the lives after they've been live. So if we give a lot of stuff away, then they're like, whoa, why should we watch? Are the outdoor showers ready yet? You have the drone ready for a new channel.
And Vicky says
It's
you will get a
terrible.
lot more views with the outdoor showers. That's a hard no.
We're not that kind of channel
What?
robber.
Chinese and cheesecake for cheat day. I knew we would start talking about food.
Yep. LV odd combination.
The Chinese and cheesecake.
Oh, yeah, kind of is an odd.
She got full after 4 bites. That happens after keto.
Yeah, we need to go back on keto because our arthritis is out of control. Are you going to try to paint the shipping container before the weather gets too bad? Heather, yes, we got sponsored by Benjamin Moore, and we have the paint. We're just trying to get this last window in, get everything caulked and cleaned and ready, and then we're painting. So,
I believe that was Kelly.
is that Kelly? Oh, sorry, Kelly.
Yeah.
Alicia just had a salad.
We haven't even planned dinner.
We
yet.
haven't eaten yet, you guys, so stop it.
We ate a snack earlier.
We did have a snack. Chips and salsa, which is why I'm completely stopped up.
That's what we've had to eat today. Chips and salsa.
I like queso because I don't eat salsa. You're going to try Dutch's diet. So Vicky, and I actually was chatting with him about this. We basically were doing the carnivore diet. We weren't really doing keto. We had some snacks that we were doing outside of it.
Oh.
But our carb intake, and I don't know if this is a woman's thing or not, because we have another friend at church that's doing the carnivore diet. He has no issue with energy. We literally were losing energy to where we could not think or form sentences or walk. We were that you would just like run down. It was just like running out of gas, and we had zero energy. So I don't know if this is a female thing versus a male thing where their bodies can handle the carnivore diet a little better. I'm not sure. I don't know. I know that we're very active. So, but Sean is very active, and I know Ross is very active. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm thinking it may be a male versus female thing.
Yeah.
We couldn't do it. I would never do the carnivore diet because of just watching how we were losing energy.
Yeah. Abundant Living Sean says, by the way, we thought of you and Kimmy the other day when we saw a t-shirt that said, we are here for the Cowboys.
Oh man, we need that one.
Bob wants to know, did the last window get completed inside and out yet?
No, we're working on it. It will be done by Friday.
We worked on it today.
We worked on it today. It'll be done for Friday's video. How we're doing things now, and it's really nice. Well, we had about 2 or 3 weeks of 100-degree weather, and so for us that's super hot here. So it really slowed us down. We took it as let's try to rest our bodies, because we're going into a very physically hard part of the year for us, where we're trying to get everything finished. And we've got to get our wood stacked. We've got to get this barn build done. The barn build has got to be done. If the barn gets done, the sawmill can come inside the barn and we can mill through the winter as long as we have logs.
And what she means by resting our body is, it doesn't mean we're just sitting around, because we do have to still take care of critters.
Well, every single day we get up and we chainsaw down 3 trees. We limit and we put it into the goats. So
right.
the goats, and it is about 3. Those are the weed maples.
Yeah.
Are coming down, and we're feeding those to the goats. So that happens every single day.
Mm-hmm. And buckets of water get taken to animals. Yeah. I mean, like we do, put stuff in a dump trailer because we're trying to organize and getting rid of a bunch of stuff. So those are on our days off.
Yeah. So even if we don't, regardless, every single day we've been trying to organize. We've been trying to do cleanup of the property in general. We prep for whatever it is that we're actually trying to do that day.
Right.
So whether we're working in the garden or in the shipping container, we have all those things, plus just the regular stuff. But I would have to say my recommendation for somebody, if they really, really, really hardcore wanted to finish stuff quickly, if you've noticed, the Johnsons do not have livestock. Good Simple Living does, but they have 4 kids that can help. And they don't have a lot of livestock. So I guess they don't have the goats, they have the horses. But if you're trying to build and finish your build, do it first before you get livestock, because the amount of energy that goes into caring for the livestock is legit. It's like there are times when especially when we were doing keto and our carbs were too low, we would finish taking care of the livestock and be exhausted.
Yeah.
Like absolutely have no energy left to go do whatever other thing it is that we were trying to do. So, for us, we noticed it when we started adding more carbs, that we were able to get more done.
Yeah.
So we are going back on keto, but we're adding way more carbs. And the good carbs, not the bad carbs.
Because we feel so much better on it. We were saying just specifically today or yesterday, we noticed after eating the corn chips, the arthritis pain increased so much.
A huge amount.
Yeah, so and then with bread or that kind of stuff,
sugar,
puffiness in your face, you get like a double chin, and then I get a bunch of dark circles under my eyes and a lot of puffiness.
And the exhaustion, just eating and then needing to take a nap after you eat, which we have not had with keto at all.
Right.
We could just go. Other than the fact that, so our energy would go down, we'd eat a cup of yogurt, and then we'd be like, oh, let's go do. And then your energy would drop, and then we would eat a snack, and we'd go just do. Hi, Harry. Why are people scared to get their shots? Now I see in New York, something is coming. Polio is coming back?
Polio is coming back in some areas. Maybe polio. Harry, it's been a while. It's great to see you on here.
It's good to see you. You can't do the keto. I do the carnivore with few carbs. Yeah, Vicky, you have a lot of allergies, food allergies, so that makes total sense.
Your body will definitely tell you.
Love me some onions, zucchini, and sweet potatoes. Yeah.
So Carol can't do nightshades. That's terrible.
Oh, yeah. So that's tomatoes, peppers.
I think it was Carol that I saw.
Is that tomatoes and peppers and
eggplants.
Eggplants,
another
eggplants and nightshade. Are potatoes nightshades? Is the potato considered a nightshade? We have to look those up.
Alicia said yes, polio.
40 plus. Did I see potatoes? Sweet potatoes
in the ground.
Our sweet potato start was attacked by bunny rabbits.
Yes, so we're really
sorry. Sad. Where are we? I think we're tomatoes, peppers, and potatoes. Yeah.
Yeah. So Enid, we're really sorry.
But that was when our bunnies got out.
Yeah. But we appreciate you bringing it to us.
We really do. And we're excited for next year to be able to do some, because I love sweet potatoes. That's one of my faves. You just planted butternut squash today. Oh, wow. Your season lasts a long time then.
And I just butchered your name again. It's Enid.
We would not have time to plant something right now as far as like butternut squash. Regular potatoes.
Oh, sad. I would be so sad. That's like my favorite.
No French fries. That would be sad.
Bob, man, you must have a huge family at home. 200 cucumbers. At least you can keep wasps away because they don't like them.
Are you making pickles? What are you doing with all of those? You go to the flea market though. Do you sell them there? It's a lot.
Yeah.
How many plants did you plant to get 200 cucumbers? Sweet potato fries, Vicky. Oh, girl, you and I, we could just sit and eat those. I'm my fave. Legit. If there are sweet potato fries, I will take those over anything else. Onion rings, regular French fries.
I would eat them if they had like rosemary and Parmesan on them.
That would be really good.
Yeah.
Some sea salt and some rosemary and Parmesan.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's start a business.
Okay. Giving them away. We need cucumbers, Robert.
20 plants and still picking 20 plants.
That's a little crazy.
Well, unless you're doing pickles.
Yeah. Well,
If you're making your own pickles.
or have a family of 20 people.
Sweet
Sweet
potato
potato
chips.
chips.
Yum. Those are good too.
Still made pickles a few years back. The kids didn't realize pickles came from
Isn't
cucumbers.
that funny?
Yeah. Grow popcorn.
You only planted 100.
That's how we were with tomatoes this year, and we still haven't got like a ton of tomatoes.
No,
so-
not yet. Here in this area, you plant for one large picking. So, basically, in September,
Mhm.
you do one huge picking, and then you are preserving whatever that is. That's why we have a 70 by 70 by 200 garden area going in, because you have to grow. So Texas, I planted 5 tomato plants. So 2 different cherry tomatoes and 1 slicer tomato plant, and then the other were for the Roman tomatoes. So for my salsas and stuff. But that was enough, because you are constantly picking. There's enough season to have multiple harvest days. Where here in Idaho, you get literally, you basically harvest all at one time.
Right.
So for us, we would have to plant 50 to 100 tomato plants
Yeah.
to get enough to make salsa
All the stuff we wanna make.
I really have decided that I would rather, instead of making actual tomato sauce, Italian sauce, that spaghetti sauce, I would rather freeze dry all of it,
Yeah.
and because that is the best tomato sauce that I have,
So
and
good.
pizza sauce and
and
spaghetti sauce and
cherry
all that.
tomatoes freeze dried are also
Yes.
amazing. The flavor is so
Yeah.
amazing.
But I would like to freeze dry all of it, turn it all into a powder, and canning some salsa, I think, is where we would go. Canning is for salsa and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But as far as
Ooh, that's my favorite.
what?
Bacon and tomato sandwiches.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
That would be good.
So any other questions? We're at an hour now, so
Wow.
we're going to be getting off here shortly. Throw out any last minute
Yeah.
questions.
This hour went by fast.
Yeah, it
Like,
did.
super fast.
My stomach's saying no.
It did not.
As much as I love y'all, my stomach's going. "Ugh."
Chloe went ahead and took a nap. She's like, peace out.
Can I steal a couple of your nuts?
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
I'm not even a big fan of peanuts. But
Like,
I'm gonna
she's
eat some.
awake. She's like, Bert, what?
I'll share.
There's peanuts
Sure,
in
girl.
here? What?
There you go, girl. One more. We still have dog training to do.
Yep. Don't get
Live
her
on
hungry.
Thursday.
We'll actually be
Members-
live on Wednesday for the dog training live. So any of your dog training questions and stuff like that.
And Thursday's the members live.
And Thursday's members only live.
Wednesday, what is
It's
the time?
noon.
Noon.
Wednesdays are at noon. How's your container going? It's going really well. We laid out, we've got almost all the framing done. We do need to do a little bit of blocking. We have that left. And then we have the very last window that we just cut out that we're framing this week. That'll be in Friday's video. And then we're moving on to painting the outside. And I think how we're gonna do the spray foam is we're gonna spray foam an inch or an inch and a half, and then do our wiring in front of that. And then probably either, if we can, because if you can keep it warm in there, then you can spray foam. So we could put the wood stove on, warm it all up, spray foam it, covering the wood stove,
Yeah.
finish the spray foam over, do another layer, or we'll just end up putting our insulation that we already have. So yeah, and I'm going to insulate the underneath the floor area.
Crunchy or smooth peanut butter is the question.
Smooth.
Smooth. Did we get water today?
We did. That's
2.
where we're at right now. 2 loads.
2 loads.
Yeah.
Alicia cannot be at the live because she'll be at the doctor. We
Oh.
wish you the best of luck,
Yes.
honey. And it's Thursday's live later. It is always at 10 our time.
Yes. 10, and that is members only live.
Correct.
So you have to be a member to do that.
Yes.
To be at that one.
Yes.
Crunchy. We got a couple crunchy peanut butters. You've been dying to see the paint color.
I need 'em.
Wait.
It's amazing.
It's going to be beautiful.
So good to see a comment from you.
Exactly.
Anything else? We're heading out.
Dill pickles. And
That's what we're gonna name our next animal. Dill pickles.
The next animal is dill pickles. If you're not on our Facebook, go over to our Facebook because we are putting our comedy skits over there.
Yep.
We also have a daily update on the baby bunnies there. So we're doing a watching them grow video as far as every day I post. Today was actually 2 because I missed. So we have day 5 and day 6. So we have those on there. We have, I update pictures and stuff on there. So if you're not on there, make sure you go and subscribe to Because We Can Farms and Waking Up Country because Kimmy has one too.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the Waking Up Country and the Because We Can Farms.
Maybe I'll name
Facebook page.
my queen bee
Dill
dill pickles.
pickles.
All right.
Do you need a pressure washer to clean the container? Yes, Kelly.
But we don't have water, honey.
Well, it has to be one that, no, because those you, oh, that's, well, no, we run the sub pump into the pressure washer. I have a pressure washer. I just need it to be fixed.
Are you going to hand sand the container before painting it?
So we talked to Virgil at Benjamin Moore, and the paint that they have, I think, is the same paint that
Hi, Sean.
Courtney and Riley used at Ambition Strikes on theirs, where you only have to do a minimal amount of sanding, because the type of paint that it is stops the rust on it.
Ooh, low volume, high pressure washers.
Well, that's what Courtney and Riley used. Theirs was a battery operated one that
that's awesome.
Worked. Yeah, and you just put it in a bucket. So you have a 5-gallon bucket and you put the tube in the bucket and it pulls it. So
I didn't know that was such a thing.
Yeah.
Good night, Alicia.
Good night, everybody. Everybody that's left and is leaving.
We heading out?
We're going to finish working on Chloe's pickup command. Her training video. So we've got that we're doing. And then you're just going to keep asking questions.
Isn't it your bedtime,
You
Bob?
like hanging out with us, Bob.
Wait, I thought you were usually in bed at this time.
That's true. He does usually say, good night.
I'm heading to bed. It's past my bedtime.
Past my bedtime, you talkers, you.
White bread or whole wheat? Whole wheat.
Oh, okay. If
Sourdough.
I'm gonna have bread, like homemade warm sourdough bread is the bomb diggity. If I'm acting like a 5-year-old and eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, that is white bread.
Mine, if it's homemade, then white or sourdough, or white, and then whole wheat if it's store bought.
Yeah.
And there's no sourdough.
And you're not doing a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. No peanut butter and jelly sandwich on wheat bread.
I don't mind it.
It's just wrong.
Dark mustard or yellow mustard?
Homemade mustard.
I like the spicy mustard.
I like Dijon. Sourdough, right, Anna? Keep them coming or we're going. He didn't bounce much either. No, Vicky, he hung out with us today, didn't he?
Ham or spam? Ham.
I don't know because spam makes me think of my grandpa, so I have emotional thoughts.
Peanut butter and tomato. That's a hard no for me.
I don't know if I could do that. Peanut butter and jelly on pancakes is a real
Hellman's
thing.
or
It's good.
Duke. Well, Hellman's is my favorite. It's best foods, but I don't know Duke.
I don't know Duke. I've not had Duke. I prefer homemade over any kind of store-bought. Spicy. So I don't particularly like super spicy mustard, but I like homemade mustard. And there is a difference to it where you have the two different mustard seeds that you add to it, and then an alcohol-free beer, and you make it that way, and it's really, really good. But it's not considered spicy, but there's so much flavor to it.
Sounds delicious.
It is delicious.
I like spicy brown. You like spicy brown.
I like some spicy brown, yeah.
But I like the sweet hot mustard. That is so good on
real.
On the sausages.
Yes.
The sausages. The hot sweet mustard is amazing.
Yes, this is really good. Absolutely real, Robert. Yes,
Real,
Gloria, real homemade. And I like the homemade mayo where you do half wow, my brain, olive oil. My brain left the building. Half olive oil and half like vegetable oil. Because if you're not real, I made mayo with all olive oil once, and everybody else had a hard time with the flavor because it's you really can tell that it's olive oil in it.
Do you notice we're going back to food?
We are. We always go back to food. We should literally just be a food channel.
So Bob says peanut butter and bacon on white bread. Absolutely hard no for me.
Yes, hard yes for me.
No.
Hard yes.
No, sweet and savory do not go in my opinion.
Tuna and oil.
Water. Tuna and water only.
Oil, but you have to really squeeze it out.
Sausage links or patties? Patties.
Links.
Bacon on a maple bar. Hard no.
No, I don't like maple bars.
I love maple bars.
I do like bacon with, like, when you have bacon and pancakes and the bacon gets in the syrup that you put on your pancakes. That's good.
Vinegar barbecue or sweet barbecue?
I like sweet.
Vinegar. Unless it's a sweet and spicy barbecue, then I may do that.
Yeah. So I buy tuna in water, but I prefer the tuna in the oil. You're going to bring homemade.
You're coming to see us?
Yeah, she said on Friday.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It's Kelly.
I
thought Sil wrote that.
Yeah.
I thought because Sil had written, and then I read that.
If you use grapeseed oil instead of olive oil, you don't get the taste difference. I have tried that, Vicky, but I actually really like it with the olive oil. So everybody else just has to suck it up and drive on or go buy their own.
I'm out of money. I can't. We'll get what she wants.
In general, I will let some things go, but the mayo, I really like the olive oil. And in fact, we just kind of grab whatever right now because it's whatever's the least expensive.
And the problem we're having is the store has been out.
Mm-hmm. They've been out of the stuff.
Hi.
Hey.
Welcome, good simple.
What are you guys doing here?
Yeah, so
hanging out with us.
The stores have been out of it. It's been crazy.
Yeah.
Like you go to the store and there's like no mayonnaise.
They're completely out.
Yeah.
So now it's time to make. We're talking food. This is what always happens on our channel. We talk food. We talk snacks.
Yes, we do. And it always seems to be near the end when we're trying to get off because we've done our hour.
It's like a real thing.
So then people are asking us questions about food.
We should be talking about the sawmill because we're starting our big sawmill barn build. So we're milling the kit and we're doing the build, and we're going to try and do it in 4 weeks before winter gets here.
Yeah.
We always talk about food.
Story of our life.
It's like a real thing, like our snacks. How are your ponies doing? Who is it? Is it Melissa or Jeremy, or is it both of you? So I saw you were out riding your ponies the other day. They just look beautiful.
Hi, Dwayne.
They look like they're doing well.
Robert's saying, is the sawmill running?
So we went out there today and the battery's dead on it. This is literally, we haven't messed with the sawmill all season. And so that was a bummer. So tomorrow we'll go out, we'll pull the battery, we'll try to, figure all of that out. We're doing our maintenance right now. So we're working on a maintenance video of, the Wood-Mizer LT35, and which I have not had to do yet. So that's thoroughly new. So we're going to be putting that together. Hi, Melissa. The ponies are naughty. Ponies are naughty though, right? I just got rid of my saddles because I don't think I'm going to get another horse. And that is hard, like a hard decision to do, other than maybe a pony for my grandsons. I feel like they need ponies.
Then they'll need a smaller saddle.
They'll need smaller saddles anyway, but I just let my my hunter jumper saddle go from when I was 16, and I used to ride with that one, and I had my dressage saddle, and so bummer. But anyway.
Anna wants to know if she should load up all of her animals in the RV and come help with the build.
And come help with it. Come on, girl.
It's Anna and the Ark. Is what we're gonna call
Anna
it.
and the Ark. You need to get that on the back of your thing, your RV. That's hysterical. We could do some training videos with your puppies though. When did you last ride your hog? So it's actually right in the heart, Bob, right in the heart, man. It's been 2 years since I pulled my bike out.
Well,
it's been 2 years.
She's sat on it since then.
I've moved it because we've moved it from one storage place to another, but other than that, it's been 2 years. It will be taken out next year. It's just been hard trying to get things done, and so you have to make a decision. Do I run out and play, or do I actually work on my farm and get things done?
Yeah, work's really the priority until we can get the structures up and going. I mean, that's just kind of...
Oh yeah, Nevaeh has such a beautiful voice. I haven't got to watch her live yet, and I haven't got to watch the one she just put out where she went and sang. It's like an hour long. That one just popped up on my thing, and I went, I'm gonna watch that tonight. She's such a beautiful voice.
Who is that?
Their daughter.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, just beautiful voice. We need to focus on the build. We've only got, I would say, about 30 more days before we're starting into some winter weather. The gardens did better this year than last year.
I think each year
is the only person that we have on here in this area Melissa? Is there anybody else? Kelly's up here. Kelly, how did your garden do? Melissa, I saw some of your garden stuff. How did your garden do? Where you thought it was going to be, or a little different than what you thought it was going to be? Kelly, you got a few things planted for us. Kelly started our tomatoes starts for us this year, which was so sweet. So the tomato plants are doing well. They're all really starting to throw out some tomatoes. We have a few that are going to be inside the greenhouse, and then quite a few are outside of the greenhouse.
Your girl Scarlett.
I have no idea what that goes with. Scarlett, want to come over and do obedience classes with us? We can put Scarlett in our next training video.
Kelly had said to Anna, my girl does, Anna. And then and they're like, your girl, you have a girl.
Yeah, so she can come do our next garden. Did okay. Our soil needs help. Late start this year. So we actually bought some local soil. And it's literally the worst soil that I've ever gardened in, ever. It is terrible. It had rocks in it. I'm pretty sure if we went and got it tested, it would have had something that killed plants in it. Similar to what Roots and Refuge issue had. I was thinking about this the other day because all of our strawberry plants in it died. Yeah. Like none of them lived. Yeah. We planted 118 strawberry plants. Yeah, so we didn't buy from Moose Valley.
No.
but I couldn't believe how terrible it was. And then when our friend Virgil came over and actually just kind of dug out some of ours because we were putting in the swimming pool for the ducks, it was the most beautiful soil, and the stuff we planted in that is growing like crazy and doing really well. So Randy from R&D Old Benton Homestead, they've lived in Alaska and Montana and done all kinds of stuff. They basically just dig a giant hole and put all of that in their garden, and then just start filling the hole with, extra debris and stuff that they have as they're clearing stuff. And their stuff has grown amazing. So I'm not buying any more garden soil. We're literally going to be doing that.
Hi, my journey to simple living.
Hey, how are you?
And hi, Nevaeh. We didn't say hi.
Hi, Nevaeh. Sorry.
We were chit-chatting.
We were. Nevaeh, you have a beautiful voice. I'm going to go listen to your video tonight. I didn't get an opportunity yet today. Because we did pretend like we were going to work today. Not even going to try to say that we really... Well, we went and got water.
We did the shipping container. Water. We did water. We took care of all the animals. So,
Anna, I feel the same way, where we have this community that can help with growing and at least being around like-minded people that want the similar stuff. So I'm excited that we've finally added our new buck. Kelly brought us a new buck.
Yeah.
We have a hilarious short that we just put together.
He's our little escape artist.
He really is an escape artist. He escaped 3 times.
But I think we finally found the key to keeping him in one spot. So.
Yeah, giving him a lady.
Yeah.
Just like a guy. Giving him a lady, totally fine.
Stick around.
Happy now. So we should hopefully be having some new babies.
Yep.
Kimmy's going to learn how to process rabbits. That's a new thing for her.
Melissa said the soil she got was mostly sand. Ours had a lot of rocks.
Rocks. We had a lot of little
rocks,
pebbles.
like,
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
Well, and then everything that we put in it died.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like nothing lived through
that. Well, because we mixed that soil, and we had a couple of bags of, which I don't like, but we had them, so we mixed the Miracle Grow in with that soil to do our gutter strawberries, and those have survived, but they have not flourished.
Nope.
We have runners coming off of them, but they have not flourished.
They're not as big as Darla and Randy's on R&D Benton Old Homestead.
Hers are
Theirs are like this. Theirs are huge, and ours are like little guys.
Anna, we're going to do a worm farm too. Yeah. I thought it was hilarious that you were putting on there that you were doing a worm farm, because I've been talking about it. I'm like, we need to get some. Yeah, we're totally doing one.
Yeah, Kelly, it's not your fault, honey.
But the rabbit manure, yeah, I'm totally teasing you, Kelly. With the rabbit manure, being able to just put that directly on, but with doing colony raising with the rabbits, you lose that aspect of just being able to pick up a bucket of rabbit manure and putting it on your garden, which is just amazing. So,
but the bunnies are so much happier. I love colony.
They love being in the colony
raising.
So, but what you do is once a year. So you know how we put in a whole bunch of straw. The bunnies get to run around and do their thing, and they're peeing and pooping wherever they want to poop. They do kind of go to a specific area. You will see that where they'll go to a specific spot, so you can go in and pick that up. But once a year, like next spring, we'll just rake all of that out and start all brand new, and all of that will go on the garden, and it's the best.
My journey to simple living said I would be a boo-boo processing rabbits. I really want to be brave enough to do it, but anything, I could not care if I processed them. So I struggled with that, and I did a video on it because I did the duck processing for the first time, and I really had a hard time with that. But
there was about a 2-day just feeling really, really sad.
But then we did chickens last week, and this was probably a month apart.
Went and helped a friend.
Went and helped a friend, and
No,
I think it was different. The second time wasn't. It didn't hurt me as much.
So the one big thing that we've privately been discussing. So I've been processing animals since I was 27. Just turned 50. So more of my years raising and processing my own here and there. This is Kim's very first time, and we've been friends since we were 18 years old, military vets together. And this is a conversation that we have had throughout the years, because she would get really mad at me. Don't show me baby animals if you're going to process them. Like, just don't do it. It kills me. It hurts my heart. And my philosophy behind this is, and how I approach it so that one can do it. One thing that I did is I researched how animals were raised for commercial processing.
And I couldn't watch any of those.
She refused, would not watch it. And I'm like, you have to go watch this. She goes like, I'll become a vegetarian.
It'll make me cry every time.
So when I look at, like, you guys, I go in there with those bunnies and I love on them and I pet on them and I'm like, oh, you should let me pet you. Like, not the mama, she let me pet her. And I was like, not the mama, let me pet her. Like, there's a mama and not the mama. It's because I would rather those animals have love and joy coming at them, the emotion of that, and feel that for their life, than live the way animals live that are in the grocery store, which is not nice and not loving and not caring.
Yeah.
So I would rather them have that kind of life than not. So I would prefer to raise my own and do that processing than support the system.
It's just the bunnies that they have a hard time with. They do all the rest.
Okay, well, yeah.
If you haven't seen that video, go to Waking Up Country.
Wait till you raise a baby cow, because they are cute. And
go to Waking Up Country. There's a video on it about my experience after my first time processing.
Right.
So.
Yeah. And it was real. And, going through those emotions and dealing with those emotions and just understanding the fact that those animals have a beautiful life while they're here. So I've had a lot of people throughout my life say, how can you go out there and love on them and feel that way and be that way and then kill them?
Yeah. I
mean, it's a legit question that I've been asked since I first started processing my own animals, because I did not grow up processing our own. My grandparents did on their farm. My mom was like, hard no, we're not doing that. We're not living that lifestyle. And then I'm the only kid out of the group that wants this lifestyle. So, the canning and the preserving my own and all of that stuff, it's like when I go visit my grandma and I'm like, yeah, I do all of those things, and she's just blown away because I'm literally the only kid.
And she's such an inspiration. It's like, I want to be like Heather. I want to learn how to do that.
You made it.
So I want to learn how to do all those things because I didn't get taught that. My grandma didn't do it. She did, but she didn't do it around me, and my mom.
So this may really upset people, but I'm gonna say it anyway because y'all know me. I feel like if you eat meat and you only eat meat from the grocery store, you're selfish. It's a selfish feeling. And I hope I don't upset some people and hurt some feelings, but because I know the life those animals live, to me it's allowing yourself to be detached and being okay with that process. Where
that was me.
Yeah.
That was me.
And we would have this conversation.
That was me because
she was like, I cannot.
It's a package.
I cannot. Yeah.
I didn't see a face.
Yes.
So to me it was not a face. It was just a package that you get at a store.
Right. And that's where, because I have goats and I process my goats, I've had a couple of people, because my goats are going to be bred this fall, and those are freezer camp babies, but I'm going to love on them and I'm going to bottle feed them and I'm going to do all those things. So, it's
right. So
except for Bud, because Bud hooked onto her. So he's our weather that lives on the farm.
And he's so stinking sweet.
He really is really cute.
He really is a sweet goat.
Robert, look, we got another 30 minutes. See? You guys asked the right questions. You grew up hunting, learned processing and harvesting. It's good to know. It is really good to know. We have a friend at church that she's just like, how do you know how to do all of these things? Well, there's enough information out there to completely walk you through it. We were talking about the very first time I processed a lamb, was when I was on my farm in Texas back in 2006 or 5 or 6. and we had a neighbor's dog kill a lamb. And since I feed the raw diet to my dogs, I was like, we're going to process this lamb and at least harvest the meat so that it doesn't go to waste, and the bone and all that kind of stuff. It was about a 6-7 month old lamb. So a friend of mine who's from the city, her and I, she was working.
Not me.
Not her. She was working. I raised German Shepherds, sold dogs to law enforcement, did all that kind of stuff. So she was there helping with the dogs. I had a client coming to purchase a puppy, and we're trying to process this lamb. This was before YouTube. So I'm getting on this blog that I was following, and literally was printing out the pages, and we had them like stuck to the tree, and we were trying to follow these pictures of processing this lamb. And my client comes up, and we have this lamb hanging from the tree. We've got a wheelbarrow underneath it. We're trying to do all these things, and they pull up in this beautiful Rolls Royce. And I was like, oh, this is gonna go so bad. She pops out of the car, and she's like, oh, I grew up on a sheep farm in Ireland. I'll help you. And she was out there helping us and showing us how to do it. It was literally the coolest thing. And she showed us some other stuff that we didn't know, but that's how I learned how to do the things. Just a lot of the stuff was on the fly. But right after that, we got rabbits, and I started doing rabbits.
Anna said we need to learn how to do salmon, farm salmon. I agree. We love salmon.
Well, we're in Idaho, so basically it's a full-on, it's like glaring light on my face. The whole state of Idaho is a salmon farm.
You don't have to knock it out of my hand. You see this,
guys? I'm blinded.
But yeah, with tilapia, we were talking about doing tilapia as well.
So Melissa, I have a champagne, French champagne female. I have a Rex female, and now we have a New Zealand male.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like the Rexes. I really like this French champagne. I like her personality. Her fiber is beautiful. The New Zealand that we just got was a gift.
Brand new.
Brand new, just got him.
Excited to see what the pelts show up like.
I'm wanting some splotchy colors to throw in there.
Hi, Compoot 52.
Hi.
Yeah, we said.
I know, right? Bob's still here.
Any more questions? And people started throwing out questions, so that's why we're staying a little later.
We'll totally stay. As long as everybody's talking, we will stay.
Yep.
So yeah, and we're getting we have 2 boys that we're getting ready to process, and so we have
maybe one duck.
Maybe a duck and a couple of females. I'm only gonna hold over 6 girls. So
hi, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy.
So nice to see you. Or see your message. I really can't
not see you. Did you smoke a rabbit the other night? No, because the grandbabies came over, and I wasn't going to process in front of them.
She didn't want to traumatize the children.
They love the bunnies, and they're not at that stage yet. So, 6 and 4.
They're kind of city folks.
They really, really are. So, so we're going to be processing probably tomorrow morning, and then I'll be smoking the rabbit. What is tomorrow? Wednesday? So no, because Wednesday night church. Yeah. If any of y'all are in the area and you want to go to church with us, Sandpoint Church of Christ.
Tomorrow night is at 6 p.m.
Yeah, and we had the new babies, and they wanted to see the new babies, and it's as soon as they come over, they run to the rabbits, and they love the bunnies. So yeah, I didn't want to. Do your mixers go out? They do. I think it's because they're all the same size rabbit, and they're all. Well, I always think it's funny to say meat. Are they bred for meat rabbits? Because I feel like all rabbits are meat rabbits. You either get tiny ones or you get. Yeah. So they're all the same size rabbit, so they do fairly grow out pretty quickly. I think the I think the champagnes, they grew out the same size, because we had a Rex litter, and then we had a Rex champagne cross, and within a few days of each other, and they all grew out
About
the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see what adding this New Zealand in is like, if how that affects it. I had Californias and New Zealands in Texas because they're all white, and with the heat they did better.
Is Rex pelt more coarse? Is a question.
Am I gonna do a vlog about our smoking? Yes, I'm probably gonna put it in. Well, I'll probably do it. I'll probably process Wednesday morning, and then I'll smoke it on Thursday, and so that way we have all day, and it'll probably go in Friday's video. You know, because I'm still challenging Sean.
The train, yeah. Yeah, so is Rex pelt more coarse? I haven't paid attention.
I don't think so. I actually think the champagne has a little bit coarser of a pelt, because I feel like Ebony, who's our Rex, is very, very soft. Lily, who's our champagne, feels a little bit coarser, and King Edward, who's our new boy, he's super soft because he's young, but the Californians and the New Zealanders have always had super soft.
So which mama did Velveteen come from? Because Velveteen's
Ebony.
fur is like so stinking soft. It is.
Yeah.
It's dense. It's totally different.
Well, yeah, he actually looks like what is that breed? He looks like a complete different breed than the others, but he came out of that litter. So now, to be fair, Ebony and Pepper came from some 4-H kids, so we were told they were Rexes. You know, are they pure? We don't have papers or anything like that. So, but we were told they were Rexes.
Yeah.
So
I love 4-H kids.
I know, right? So
they
cute.
were so cute.
They were so cute, and they're like the friendliest bunnies. Pepper did just recently pass away. I think from heat exhaustion during that
super hot time.
Yeah, during that super hot time. So that's why we needed a new boy.
Dwayne says, looking at the weather report, it looks like we're going to have some serious weather tomorrow.
As far as rain?
Dwayne, are you in the area?
Yeah, it's Kelly's husband.
No, that's a different
Is
spelling.
it a different Dwayne?
That's a different Dwayne.
Oh.
Because Dwayne his name's spelled differently.
Are we taking a test? What? I missed.
Shh.
That's
We are taking a test serious, or like Baton down the hatches serious.
Anna, that makes no sense. How much wine have you had?
Journey is not a dumb question. The colors are subscribed to the channel, and the color is how long subscribed. Oh, those are members.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is my journey to simple living? Asked the question.
Oh, I got
Since I'm becoming famous for really dumb questions, why are some of the channel's names in green or blue and have stars after them?
So those are members, and it depends upon what level membership they are or how long they've been a member. I think those change on that.
Yeah.
Not really sure, but I know it's based on the tier for members.
Thank you, Robert, for taking care of that viewer.
For that bot, because you know you've made it when you get the crazies.
I saw that. That's good.
I think Heather rolls her own rabbits. So what does that mean?
Because you're smoking it.
Oh. That's funny. You smoked corned beef the other day, burnt ends.
Ooh, gosh, I wish I could have just tried that. Was it a little spicy, Robert? Because I know you like spice.
See, I don't like spicy.
Wish I could have tried that.
I'm gonna do this smoke in a apple and alder smoke.
Oh, Dwayne, you're in Lewiston. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's not too far. It's a couple hours from here.
That's awesome.
We did show on our weather that we could possibly get, but I think we were only 30%. So chance of getting. We do need some rain. We have been prepping for rain, so we probably won't get it.
Kansas City spice rub. I'm not
I've
sure
had
what that is, but it sounds delicious.
If you send us some, I will smoke something for her because I won't eat it. It's too spicy.
Because I love corned beef. I wish we could have done that.
Yeah, Wade, apple is really such a really nice.
Didn't you
mild.
do apple and something else on the last one? Chicory and
Alder.
Alder and
Alder
apple.
and apple.
I don't
for
know
the next
anything
one.
about smoking meat, so I'm learning.
Maybe if you move 500 miles every year, you will eventually make it to Northern Ireland. That would be really expensive to buy a new place in
Are
every
you,
section.
Dwayne?
What?
Up here at least once a month. If you come into town, let us know. We'd love to meet up with you.
Okay, so I feel like you sent me an email the other day because we were at your fiance's mom's farm. Am I correct on that?
Oh.
Just let me know if I'm correct. Pecan makes a nice smoked as well. I had some beautiful pecan trees in my farm in Texas, and I never smoked anything from them. Now I'm just sad. I'm gonna have to go get some pecan and give that a go because I've not had that.
No.
Hickory for the smoker. I've done hickory. What?
Wade wants to know if we've ever soft-boiled eggs and smoked them to finish them for deviled eggs.
I've not, but
That's
that
a
sounds genius.
fantastic idea. Yeah, Dwayne says yes. GF.
I've done smoked Gouda, where I've bought smoked Gouda and then re-smoked it in a cold smoke, and that's really good. So you just get more. We will try that, Wade. That sounds really good.
And Robert Bates says smoked cheddar cheese. I love cheddar cheese, and I'm sure I would love smoked cheddar cheese too.
That's what I thought. Okay. She's your girlfriend. Okay. Aren't you moving up in this direction? From what I understand. You should have her get a hold of us. We'd like to go meet up.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Smoked Gouda is amazing. Look at us. We're back on food. Seriously, we should start a food channel.
Use the maple branches you've been feeding the goats. Well, we feed them the tops, so we have a bunch of chunks on the bottom.
Yeah. That's what he's
And
talking
we
about.
could try it.
Because they just eat the leaves off, and then they peel them. So
Yeah.
you don't want the outside anyway. You want them peeled.
But that's what Kelly was saying. We should use the maple branches.
There we go. We went past Robert's bedtime. Good night, Robert.
Bye, Bob.
You smoke cheeses. You had a friend who cold smokes lots of cheeses. Yeah. It's best, obviously, cold smoked because it'll melt.
I love cheese.
It's really good.
Priscilla's here.
Hi, Priscilla.
Hi, Priscilla.
I do want to set up a cold smoker. Right now I have my green egg that I smoke all the meats and stuff on, but I do want to set up a cold smoker. But I guess we need to go. Chloe's sleeping. We probably need to take off. It's an out.
We're almost at 2 hours.
We're almost at 2 hours. But Chloe's doing really well on her pickup. We're going to finish training that today, and then that'll be tomorrow's video.
And feed our bellies.
And feed our bellies. You missed getting timed out, Priscilla. Is that because you were so quiet or you were late?
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. Some cream cheese one time. It was great. Wow, that sounds good.
Okay, y'all are making me super
hungry. And we
got rude.
All right, you guys. See everybody later.
Bye.
Thanks for hanging out. Bye.
See you Wednesday.
Are you okay?